Hello, Discord members. Yeah, this will be a Discord only video. Ah, so Euro Truck Simulator 2 version 1.57 came out on Friday, I want to say. I'm recording this Monday. There's my truck, my Scania. It is a V8 770 horsepower. The most powerful Scania you can get. I have a custom Raven paint job on it that I earned. I really don't remember. This is the first time I'm doing. Hey, Discord members, how y'all doing? Welcome back. This will be a Discord only video. This is my truck in Euro Truck Simulator. I haven't driven it in about 5 years. This is Scania R9, R7. It is a V8 770 horsepower. It can haul anything. And I just left Venice. Posted some screenshots in the Discord under our screenshots. I have a custom Raven paint job, like I said. I don't remember what I earned this one for. I think it was for going east. Map expansion back in the day. I've had it for a while. I haven't traveled a lot of Europe. I started a new profile. It appears at some point, because I basically bought most everything that I could. I didn't have all the maps or anything. I still don't. Let's get driving. Mods. This truck has a number of them, including a suspension pack. You notice how the cab moves around and all that. One thing I always disliked was the trucks always felt like they were on rails. Like I literally could take a corner at almost basically any speed. That is the alerter telling me I have a vehicle in my blind spot. And so I have a job. I should say I've got a custom wheel pack installed. Aw, come on. They're just there for advisement, aren't they? Anyways, with the way I drive. This is much more realistic, I want. Telepass. Because I have an electronic pass. Don't leave home without it. So I have that. What I did was I turned down trailer stability cabin. Made the, like when I really put the brakes on and go into a turn, you see how the cabin sort of shifts and goes down. Like the truck feels like a real truck would. And from my experience of driving in a few of them, not driving, but, you know, being a passenger in them, these things bounce and sway and, you know, you feel every bump when you're like on a dirt road. Good Lord. Like you bounce up and down like a kid in a bouncy castle at a birthday party. So I did that. I also did it for the trailers. It feels much heavier if you have a heavy load. They also will, see, I'm trying to take it too quick. You notice how the one side of the cab is dipping, taking that sharper turn? It just feels way more alive. And you don't need to use a mod to get that. It's already in the settings. It's just like trailer stability, you know, cab stability. They're all by default set to 100, which is why everything feels flat. Everything feels like it's on you know, like on a wire. Well, good old left hand doing what I didn't tell it to do. So that I'm really enjoying. Sorry it's at nighttime and it's raining, but it's the way it goes. I do use a traffic mod. I actually replaced my old one. This is a new one. I will show you the names of them, because I know, George, you drive Euro Truck, as well as American Truck Simulator. And this is way more realistic, like vehicles just doing random stuff. And as it gets later into the night, you'll start seeing the traffic diminishing more and more. You'll start seeing a lot more trucks and a lot fewer cars. Which is really cool. And this is a custom dash specific to the Scanias. Well, at least a few of the models. Again, I will show you the name of it, and you can search for it in the... Because there's no real way for me to give you a link to it, per se. Not easily, put it that way.
Keep right, and then keep left.
Keep right and keep left. Ah, okay, I see what you mean.
Keep left.
And I'm actually going to Poland, if I recall. I actually have a garage or two up in Poland, which is fine. Always have a garage or two in Poland. It always has the cheapest fuel prices in the game. And now the automatic high beams kick in because there's nothing around me. I wish you would stop raining. And the thing with the traffic always, you know, it also has to be, you know, obviously traffic in a city is going to be busier. You know, especially if you were in a large city. The first immediate thing I noticed when I came back to Euro Truck after all the years away, just how narrow the roads are. This is why big honking, you know, cars, like North American cars and that, they don't sell in Europe. You can't fit them on the road. You'd never find a place to park. Really, you know. And of course I've got the usual real gas stations and company. I have a trailer pack installed giving me real companies. And I have to say, there's a lot more variation in Euro Truck. Like, I'm just seeing all kinds of different Okay, well, I blew that one. This one is made for cars. Good work, Dreamboat. I was looking for the telepath signs. Definitely a lot more variation. I don't think I have a weather mod installed. I used to. Can't remember who made it. Was it frickin' 64? Something like that. But it hasn't been up. It wasn't updated after about 1.38. And I mean, there's been like 20 updates to Euro Truck since then. So the reason why I'm heading to Poland is getting ready for the Nordic expansion. Do I want to go this way? No.
Okay, let's find a new route.
I had it right the first time. Actually, I got a better idea. Come here. How about I do this? You know what? Since we're going over that way, let's just do this. Yeah, through Nuremberg, Leipzig. I'm going to do Poland. That's going to add some time.
Time to get the job done.
Save me backtracking and all that. So you see that warning. It's that's like you see the sort of bronze color and all that. It's obviously because there is a barrier there. So it is a proximity warning system kind of thing, if you will.
Turn right.
And that was warning me that I was going too quick and I would not be able to make the turn properly. Oh yeah, I have a lighting mod. Look at the apartments or offices over there on the left. How much more realistic that looks. Oh, wonderful. Twisty, turny roads at night in the rain.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
I love what the mod does for the dashboard. With the giant GPS screen. And it does a lot more too. I just can't remember how you do it. "70 miles an hour. Around hairpin turns? Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that. 70 kilometers. I'll get right on that. Man, I can't see a thing up here. With making those adjustments to the stability and that, to make it a bit more realistic, you've got to really, like, I feel how top heavy the truck is. Well, the cab is, if you will. It's hard to explain. I really wish the horn wasn't on the left trigger. Wonder if I could change that. There's a solid line, so none of them could pass me. But I'm going to maintain the speed, so if you want to go ahead and pass me, you go right ahead. Oh, it is. I really feel the atmospherics. Maybe it's just the lighting mod. But I think it only does buildings. Holzak or something. I don't need those tires shifting. Not that I think they can in the sim, but in the real world, I'm sure they could. Or it puts a lot of pressure on the straps, tying them down, and over time they would loosen, perhaps.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
I have never been on this road. That was one of the reasons why I said I could have easily just did the backtrack, but I'm like, well, I've never traveled along here. So it'll help the map completion percentage. Oh, Lord. It is dark. If you have a screen capable of 4K, we are in 4K 60. Everything is on high or ultra or whatever. I think except for shadows. And the reason why I'm going to Poland is to get ready for the Nordic expansion coming out on the 27th. Although I may hold off for a day or so in buying it to see what reviews are like. But the thing is it's the reason why I want it is Kit and myself are huge fans of Rail Cowgirl, who is a female freight driver, train driver in Norway. And I remember when the Scandinavia Pact came out originally. Good Lord, what is it? Probably 8 years ago or something? It added Denmark, it added Sweden, and it added Norway. But like there was only 4 cities, something like that, 5, in all of Norway. Like it was only the very southernmost part, basically Oslo over to Bergen and south. This adds like 40 countries, 40 towns, I think, to Norway alone. And it covers pretty much it covers the entire country all the way to the north. Of course, it'll still be a nice summer day regardless. This sim has been out for what? 14 years and they still don't have like seasons. It may just be a limitation of the engine. It's like there's no way to really implement it. Like build a module for it. Yeah, you know, modders have done it. There is a snow mod. But then it makes it snowy even if it's a place that shouldn't have snow right now. Oh, this is cute. I could go for a good burger if I had the teeth. Oh, technically I could still have one. So Black Friday sale is on in Steam. Most stuff for train simulators are 50-60% off. They're overpriced to start with, but oh yeah, that's not Domino's. Totally not. When do I need to sleep? Wrong one. F6. 3 hours. No. I may just sleep up here. Real billboards. You know, this kind of stuff adds like such immersion. It's awesome. Surprisingly, maybe the first time I can recall, SCS has nothing on sale for Black Friday. Now, don't get me wrong. Their map expansions, I think, are worth the money, even at full. Like they're worth it at full price. You know, but I was hoping some of their older stuff. Um, you know, like I don't know, like France. That came out like 6 years ago. I was hoping it'd be on sale. Oh, you can't walk up there.
A new route.
And now you see the traffic obviously is much busier. So Bonhoffen. Whoa. Finally, I can see. Quite pretty. This place must look like a postcard when it's Christmas. This GPS is huge. I love it. Not sure why that keeps going off. I'm nowhere near the white line. Which is a lovely village. On the highway towards Innsbruck. Oh, I thought it was 80. Well, in that case, I'll do 65. For a turn like that, I need to get inside. So the center part, you can get all kinds of information on it. Or you can just go pure and simple like that. You can also use the I key on your keyboard. I have it set to my well, that's going to leave a mark. That's why I don't like using the keyboard, because I have to keep making sure my finger stays on the correct key.
Go straight on.
Okay. I have a button mapped to my controller for it normally. In tunnels, make sure you have your running lights and that on. I think in Euro Truck you can get fined for driving through a tunnel without your lights.
Go straight on.
Oh, don't start raining now.
Keep
Not
right.
really sure what it is it's trying to tell me.
Exit. Right.
Unless it's alerting me to a speed change and like you need to slow down for your turn or something. I'm not really sure. There we go. I think I might get a vegetation mod. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to the Nordic country expansion. I think it adds 4 more cities to Sweden, 4 more to Denmark, and like about 40 to Norway cities. So that's really going to be cool. I did post some videos. Like you can really do a long trip in Euro Truck. Like to the tip of northern Norway, down to Venice, Italy. That's a haul. Like that'd be a long haul. And I mean, if you threw in a winter weather mod, that would be a challenge and a half. How's my gas doing? Brakes are still a little too sensitive for my liking. Looks like I'm going to have to tone them down again. So much nicer than seeing these, you know, like NSOL, like the default ones. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wow, that that looks really good inside. €1.58. I have no idea what that is in dollars. Maybe close to $3 and something a gallon. This truck has a 1,000 gallon fuel tanks. Well, combined fuel tanks of 1,000 liters. I don't think it's in gallons. It's a nice truck stop. I'll have to remember that. Where are you people coming from? Excuse me. This weather has been driving me nuts. Really, this is one of the first time in a few weeks I've actually even felt like being at the computer. Like this truck obviously has got a, you know, he's pretty loaded. And really it's taking him time, you know, to run up through the gears. Way more realistic. Just in case it's one of those ones where one lane is to go right, one lane left. It is. Good thing I got over.
Keep left.
Trying to do, ever since I made the suspension changes and way the truck kind of sways and bounces around, it's forcing me to drive, you know, way more cautiously. Like normally I would have taken this at probably 70 plus miles, 70, 80, I may have taken it at full speed. There would have been no risk of the truck tipping over or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. Marta's. I used to know a Marta.
Caution. Please mind the speed. Keep left.
Where was she from again? I think it was Czechoslovakia.
Keep left.
Good thing I did slow down. Okay, so this lane can go straight or to the right. I'm going right anyway, so. And it looks like I should be able to take this one without slowing down, really.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Efficient way to make an off-ramp to join a new highway. Make it a slow, gradual, and bring it out like quarter mile from, you join a quarter mile from where you actually got off. Way more sensical. Way more sense than a lot of the ones. Mind you, they're not space constrained here. So it's a lot easier. So what do we got? Berlin, Nuremberg. Oh, got at least 600 kilometers to go. Anyway, yeah, so if you do have the ability to view in 4K, go right ahead. For now, I'm going to turn the mic off and just let you take a look at the sights and sounds of Euro Truck 2 version 1.57. Hope you enjoy. Well,
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea why we're up here. And other vehicles are over there. I really, okay. I, all right. That's the strangest thing I ever done to see. That, at first I thought, okay, we're going to be climbing a really steep hill. And it's like long, so let's get the trucks the heck out of the way. Over into their own separate lane and cars can just carry on. And then it's like, nope. It's like, okay, we're not allowed to go near the city center. Nope. They just for some reason decided to stick us on a roller coaster. Strange. All I can say. There must be a reason for it. I mean, that would have been expensive to build just that, I don't know, It's hard to judge scale. Maybe kilometer and a half, 2 kilometer diversion. It's a 3-lane highway, so it's not like cars can't go, you know, at 120 or whatever.
Keep left.
What an awesome wide highway. Okay, back to quiet.
Keep right.
Oh, another thing supposedly with this mod, it adjusts traffic based on like weekday or weekend. I finally found out where Auto Center is. Still moves it across a little quick. I have to adjust the time. I think I have it at 2 seconds. Maybe it's got to go to 3, because that's kind of abrupt. Because I want to kind of try experiment, you know, because if you were a real driver, you can't just press an F2 key and get, like, mirrors to magically appear. I'm sure sometimes they wish they could. Wonder if I don't know if this thing has a manual for this mod. Be cool if you could get a backup camera to show in there. Or in the center one. You know, your main display there. That would be really cool. I'm in DirectX 11 mode. Because otherwise, I think this sim, when it came out, it was in DirectX 9.0C. DirectX 12, much like with, I don't know, would it require an entire, like all the maps to have to be redone? Because of, you know, changing the underlying graphic? I don't know. You might. Actually, to do it, they may actually have to create an entirely new game engine, in which case, then it's a brand new sim. And you're starting from scratch and you have to buy everything, and all the mods have all got to be redone. New versions, completely. And to modify a mod, to make it compatible with the latest rendition, like from 1.56 to 1.57. I'm not saying it's like, oh, you just got to edit this one line or something like that. I'm not saying that. But it would have to be easier than to all of a sudden have to create a new mod totally from scratch for a new game engine, using probably a completely different lighting engine, maybe Lumen, which would add ray tracing. Not that I care, but it would definitely add way more realistic reflections, skybox, everything. You'd be able to put in a weather module like the SCS would. Because I think if they came out with an entirely new, like Euro Truck 3, and it's a new game engine, you know, taking advantage of DirectX 12 Extreme with, with the Lumen style game engine, supports ray tracing and reflections and, this and that, and oh boy, did I mess up. I could probably still come out the other side anyway and just carried on, but there could end up being a lot of people left behind. They wouldn't be able to use it. It's like I can't play the new game. And having to buy your maps all over again, they certainly wouldn't be the price that they are now. Like here in Canada, I guess in the US the average map is $19.99. They'd easily be $39 if they had to create, an entirely new game engine, new lighting engine, and the game engine has the ability to put in weather and seasons, etc. Basically, you would get a calendar. It just wouldn't have a year on it. Otherwise, why isn't my truck flying? It's like 2130. But it could do sort of like the Train Sim one does for Train Sim World 6. Take your geographic location, find an open source weather engine, and then have it, just put in whatever the weather is there right then and there. That'd be ultimate. If somebody could come up with that for free in Train Sim, I don't know why it couldn't be done for Truck Sim. even if it wasn't, even if it was, you're going to get, this add-on runs externally, so you've got to start it before you start the sim, and it will read the location where you are and fetch the light. Even if it was like $29 a year, because they have to maintain servers or whatever,
Keep left.
I'd buy it. Especially if it worked in both American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck. Oh, heck yeah. I'd be all over that. Do I like subscriptions? No. But I mean, the person would have to be updating it every time the sim updated. A new version comes out and something has changed in the back end. But I'd be all over that. And at some point, it's going to happen. Because somebody will plug it in to an AI engine. And tell the AI, build me an app that can run in this game engine on this operating system that does this. Didn't I just sleep? Well, this place is further away than I thought.
Recompute.
Yeah, we're going.
Straight on.
Okay, I know this truck stop. Turn right, go around the gas pumps. I think it's this one.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Turn right.
There, I turned right. You happy now? Whoa. Get me into daylight, please. I don't like driving at night in this sim. Which is unusual for me. 'Cause I typically like driving at night. Nobody's coming. Much harder to turn at high speed. I was taking that corner way too quick. And the steering wheel started fighting me. Like it was just turning really slow. There we go.
Keep left.
Still getting used to that front mirror, which looks down at the sort of the side. Okay, you're going back. I haven't gotten used to that yet. Of course, I should have tried it without the traffic mod in. What time is it? 9:23. Yeah, everybody's going to work and stuff. And salesmen on the road and consultants and all kinds of that kind of stuff. The one thing I will say, there is a distinct difference in the feeling that I get when I drive Euro truck compared to American truck. They feel like two totally separate simulators. Even if you put American companies on all these trailers and stuff like that, there's just a feel to Euro truck that is different from American truck simulator. Yes, it's somewhat the scenery, if you will, but the trucks make a huge difference. These handle completely differently. Like I feel weight with this when I've got a load and all that stuff, but this thing feels like I'm compared to driving like my Freightliner, my International and that, empty, compared to driving this empty, it's night and day. This thing can turn on a postage stamp, which is really nice. Like the turn radius on this thing is so, like it's amazing. Whereas because like the wheelbase is so short. It's because of that, you've got a very narrow center of gravity because it's not spread out over a whole piece. It's very short. and it just has a completely different feel.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
And now I think we're heading up towards Poland and heading north. Don't quote me. That or I'm finally heading towards Berlin and Dresden and that. 120, well, it's definitely the Autobahn. But we're still limited to 80. You don't want one of these things going 120 kilometers an hour. Heaven help you, you had to, you were a little late in your braking on a turn. You could take out half a city block. I mean, and especially a truck like this, which carries 1,000 gallons of liters of fuel. But it's cool. I drove all the way from, where was I? Warsaw, down to Venice. Didn't even have to stop for fuel. And I drove all that way before I filled up, coming out of Venice. And I could have still driven probably for another four hours or more. And made it, I don't know, another third of the way back to Poland. The first shock was seeing the gas prices. Because you see like 138 or 158, and you're used to like $4 and something or what have you in the US. But you got to remember, this is in euros. Oh, I thought they'd had an accident and came to a stop. Stop doing that. My freaking left hand, man. Tell you. It does things that I'm not asking it to do. Ever since the stroke, it's annoying. Gotna KG. Keep going? Okay. Is that one of those full chassis trucks? It's not a trailer. The back is actually attached. Ah, here we are. We're in Poland. Awesome. That went quicker than I thought. Okay, where's the company I'm going to? There's actually a mod I saw that can change the color of the GPS and the symbols. I don't know if I want to install that too. Where's the company? On the left or the right? I gotta go visit that repair shop.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
There we are.
Keep left and then turn left.
Okay. The other thing I noticed, the lights go from red to yellow to green. See? It's
Turn left.
it's so wild. That took me a minute to get used to.
Turn left. Here we are. Safe and sound.
Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, we're going to skip it. I didn't want to do a blind back in. If I had head tracking, it'd be a little different. Anyway, there you go. How much money you give me? Give me money. Current company job offers. What do you got? Deloitte? No, that ends in 12 hours. I think I'm going to be done for the night, so I'll just end it there. We'll go get the truck fixed up. I don't think I've got a garage here. No, I don't. Okay. Go there. Oh, there's a truck dealership there. How about we do that? I can't tell. Did I discover that one? I think I did by the looks of...
Turn left.
They still don't want to let you in. So, actually, I'll end the video. But what I will do is show you... oh, no, I can't do it, can I? Can I? No, I'll do it once I get to the garage. I wanted to see if I could show you the mods. I don't think I can from here. Yeah, no. It's nice that there's the menus are my controller just disconnected. Sorry folks, equipment malfunction.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
On a red light. Sure, I'll get right on that, girl. Whoa, 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 whoa. See what I mean? It's a problem, man. You have a stroke, all of a sudden all heck breaks out loose. Never know what my left hand is doing half the time. Oh no, I want to... Ah, you see, I want to turn really tight, and I end up pushing down on the freaking stick.
And then turn right.
No, I've discovered it. They don't have repair, so it's only a sales
Turn right.
shop. Okay. What? I'm turning.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
It's like these changes I made. I would have, before I made them, I would have had no problem making that turn. But now the wheel fights me somewhat. Like it just doesn't want to come around and turn as quick. If I'm going like this speed,
We are fit.
I have to slow down and then it like turns without an issue. What is that, a Vesco? A Veco. Yeah, I have one of those. I had one. Service. Service recommendations. Confirm. Yeah, my tires were kind of worn too, eh? I'm just going to sleep over here. Oh, I'm just going to park it. I just slept a minute ago, so. There we go. Parking brake on. There we go. System, title screen, yes. So here you go, George. That's the dashboard, and that is the traffic. And there's the realistic building lights. And I don't know. Yeah, Cecil's is like the best, the largest skin packs that you get, and they're updated quite often, within hours of a new update coming out to the sim. If not quite often, unless it's like they really changed something different. Most I think I've ever waited was like 24 or 36 hours, and it was a long weekend. In Europe and here. I think it was a bank holiday over in different parts of Europe, like a bank holiday kind of thing. And I can't remember the holiday that it was here. Real gas stations, companies. This is specific to this pack. It still works. But it's not really made for 1.57. I may replace it. I'm not sure. This one added Full Metal Alchemist, and like it had some anime skins, which I liked. So anyway, there you go. I hope y'all enjoy it and that stuff. Kit, I'll see what I can do about the Lancair Legacy. They just updated the sim, and they just updated my 777, which I love flying, and the Zebo mod, and the functioning weather radar, and all that. So we'll see if I can get it up in that, or even just do a short flight. We'll see. Anyway, I want y'all, stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up. And I'll see you on the rails, the roads, and in the sky. Take care, all. We'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.